Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Bumbles. This is the first video I'm doing over here, and it is going to be the EA Sports College Football 24 wish list. I know you've probably seen wish lists all over the place and a lot more in depth than what I'm going to cover, but we're going to hopefully touch on some things that nobody else has touched on. We'll see. All right, first thing that's up on the wish list, ESPN branding. They had it back in NCAA 14. If it's missing in EA College Football, it's going to be a problem. The presentation needs to step it up. If we look at Madden and any game that's just using Electronic Arts branding, it's stale. Let's be honest. It's stale. Give us ESPN. Give us something flashy. We need something to create that immersion. It's better than just a standard generic EA. Sorry, I know EA probably loves what they've done, but it's generic. It doesn't feel special. A lot of people have talked about this next thing, which is recruiting. There are a lot of new things that need to be added, nuance into recruiting. A difficulty slider would be amazing. Recruiting got way too easy in NCAA 14. After 4 seasons, you had nothing but 5 stars, and it was just not fun anymore. Make it harder. Give us a difficulty slider for those that want it, and those that want to cheese it, cheese it. What else? We got nil. You've got to add in there. Find a way to implement that. I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe as a promise. I don't know how you could use a value per se for upgrades or anything like that. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know where I sit on that. We definitely need the transfer portal. You've got to enforce the rules as they are now. You need decommits. You need soft commits. We need all of these things in recruiting. I know it's a lot to ask. They're probably just trying to copy paste NCAA 14. And to be honest, that's the least amount they should be doing. It should feel as good as NCAA 14. If it doesn't, failure. Number 3, I think this one's easy. Redshirt rules, the new ones, right? Let my players play 4 games. Let me stick a red shirt on them after that. Done. That should be easy enough to implement. I don't see them having a problem doing that. The other one is medical red shirts. We need them. Look, if my QB goes out in the second game of the season with a breaks both his legs and is just hobbling around the field with his arms, I need a medical red shirt, right? Now, when we talk about the playoff as another point, 4 teams, it's all right. But give us the ability to edit that. If you're going to let us edit conferences, which you better, because we could do that in NCAA 14, and we're going to have a ton of users in these leagues, give us the ability to make it an 8-team playoff, 12-team playoff, 16-team playoff. Hell, I don't care. Go up to 32. I think that's stupid, but at least give us 8 and 12, please. Okay. Now, this next one is a big deal for me. I love immersion, period. I need that in my games, and that whether that's, the third-person story-driven games or it's sports games, it doesn't matter. I need that immersion. We need more than one broadcast team. Give us a couple for regionals. Give us one that has the Big Ten conference and the Big 12 network and whatever. Big Ten network. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. How am I going to screw that up when I'm wearing an Ohio State? I don't know. We need national broadcast teams. Give us at least 2. Just give us 2. I know it's a lot to ask on the first EA College Football, but hopefully in the future they look at these videos and they're like, you know what, that's a good idea. We should do that. And actually, I'm going to piggyback on that. As far as immersion goes, this is something that I've always talked about with my buddies in our online franchises and dynasties and whatever over the years, is the ability to stream in broadcast view. I don't know the logistics of this, if it's possible, but how cool would it be if your league game could be streamed, but the person's watching it could watch it in broadcast view, whereas the person playing it has the standard, semi-zoom from the back view, right? How cool would that be? I think this next one is a little obvious. Hopefully they're doing this. You've got to make the CPU have that adaptive AI where they can realize that you're abusing them with slants all game and then start crashing down and taking those away. Same thing going for the run, start stacking the box. Don't do stupid things like bring the safety down where we know we're just going to hit verticals all day. Or if you hit a vertical once or twice, The CPU should not be stupid enough to run double safety blitzes the entire game. And then I finish the game with 600 passing yards because cheese. Obviously, I try not to cheese in my games, but people are going to cheese if the cheese is there, right? It's just, come on, get that logic up. Which brings me to the engine too. I know they're using the Frostbite engine. Hopefully they're tweaking it, because the good thing about NCAA 14 was it still incorporated some physics into it. Whereas if they're just bringing over Madden gameplay and we're going to be heavily relying on animation based gameplay, get ready to get mossed every deep throw. I don't know about y'all, but when I play Madden in our online franchise, the big complaint we all have is we get mossed constantly. CPU just runs around the backfield, 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage, throws all the way back to the left, 60 yards down the field in the double coverage, and comes down with it. And that's with abilities off. Okay, sure. And while we're on the subject of the engine, make this game next gen only. I doubt they'll do it. But take advantage of the next gen hardware. Let's not cater to the lowest common denominator. I know there's some of you out there like, hey, I don't have a PS5 or a Series X yet. Come on, man. You're killing me here. I need college football too. I get it. Maybe not this one, but the next one. But I feel like we're being hindered right now, and that sucks. Let's take advantage of the new tech. Okay, and speaking of one that maybe some people aren't going to like, because the rule needs some adjusting in real life, and that's targeting. Put targeting in the game. Make hit sticks risk reward. So if I go for a big hit stick on a quarterback, and maybe the defender has has a trait that makes him more susceptible to penalties, maybe I get a targeting because I use that hit stick. Make you think twice. Take the easy tackle instead of destroying somebody and being knocked out a half. I don't know how anybody else will feel about that. I think it would be cool. It adds a layer of difficulty too, right? What if your star player goes out on a targeting call? I think that's awesome. It gives us a challenge to overcome. Hopefully they change the rule though, because being knocked out of the game for half is stupid. Yeah, as an Ohio State fan, you knew I was going to say targeting was stupid. At least the rules around it right now. I like what they're trying to do. I don't think the punishment fits the crime. And you know what was missing from NCAA 14? This is the next one, by the way. Let's have the crowd rush the field. Let's have them, they can at least shake the goalposts. They don't need to tear them down. Just shake them a little bit. Make them wobble a little bit. Like those used car salesman wobble doll. You know what I'm talking about. The blow up things. Like D. Reynolds and It's Always Sunny. You know what I'm talking about. You know what? Going back to recruiting, I'm just thinking out loud here. I just thought of this. What if there was also, maybe this is random, where NFL scouts might attend some of the games and it will tell you which players are being watched, which creates like a pressure for them. So maybe their attributes are affected in some way. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool too. Anything to create different scenarios within the game to give it that, more immersion. Honestly, I'm just happy we're getting EA College Football back in our hands. I'm sad that I have to wait until next year for it, but I'm going to be doing videos on it all the way up until it comes out, and after it comes out, this channel is going to be dedicated mostly to college football games, and we'll have some Madden here or there, but I am super excited for college football to come back. And main thing, EA, just try to get NCAA 14 all the features you had then. If you get them for this one, I think you're in good shape. I hope you're in good shape. The gameplay is what worries me, to be honest with you. I think they'll nail everything else. It's the gameplay and that animation base. We'll see. With the right slider tweaks, it can be good. And speaking of that, we'll talk about that in my next video, which will be, one of the next videos, which is, hey EA, steal this from Madden and put it in college football. Okay? And we'll have one where it's, hey EA, don't steal this from Madden. All right? Look out for those videos coming soon. If you're new, which you are because this is the first video here, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your stay. Look out for some NCAA revamped Dynasty. I'm going to be starting up with Akron Only recruiting 3 stars until we win a bowl game. Sliders are MAT 10s, with a little more difficult, but those sliders, it should be fun. So be on the lookout for that in the next couple of days. I don't know. I'm shooting a lot of these videos right now. Oh, and a big cool thing about those is you won't feel it, but I will. I'll be wearing a haptic vest, so every hit stick, every hit, I'm gonna feel. Top 25 matchups, I'll be wearing the Ohio State helmet that you see behind me for those matchups. You know, why not? Why not? Add a little fun to it. And when we get into Madden, I'll wear the Buffalo Bills helmet. We'll see. We'll see. But hey, if you made it this far and you love college football and you're going to stick around for a while and see what else I'm up to, drop a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, I have another channel too. I do animation. Check that. Links in the, I don't know, description. Yeah, description and channel. You know where that stuff is. See you in the next video.